Good evening, guys. Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. Today, I am diving into Alchemy. The ticker is ACH against US dollar. And first off, before I start and get into this, I just wanted to apologize for the quality of the video at the moment. And yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties still, and currently can't get my systems working properly. So, bit of a bummer. But anyways, guys, I want to dive into this potential altcoin gem here. So right now you can see that it's crashing, and it's crashing pretty hard. You can see, I think yesterday yesterday and the day before yesterday, I posted some updates on Everdome, and they basically were very fruitful in getting down at these sort of levels here on that particular project. Now, not to say that the similar is happening now, but there's some very good news around this project. Very good news. It's just partnered with VeChain for VeChain payments. Let me first off, like that's quite a big thing, man. First off, let's dive into what Alchemy is. So Alchemy is basically, it's an Ethereum based token that powers Alchemy Pay. Now that's a platform that allows you to make payments using both fiat and cryptocurrency. Alchemy has many it powers many of the biggest blockchains. So if we got Adobe here, Dapper, OpenSea, Aave, Sushi, Axie Infinity, Maker, Circle, Yearn Finance. There's a lot going on, and in the news they've been with Forbes. They've been talking, and look at this, guys. Look at this for a project. Okay, look at this. Alchemy announces new $200 million investment. Sorry, at 10.2 billion valuation, led by Lightspeed and Silver Lake. Okay, so more and more blockchains and companies are looking at what this is. Okay, and to be honest, guys, I need to do a bit more research myself. But as I said, it's an Ethereum based token that powers Alchemy Pay, which is a platform that allows you to make payments using both cryptocurrency and fiat. So sorry, that was evident. So yeah, diving into the chart. So all of this good news, the valuation, its partners, it's being mentioned by Forbes, and there's a lot of good news that's coming out for it. But unfortunately, because of the market sentiment, because of Bitcoin's behavior, the stock market, we're seeing a lot of depreciation in price, and this is, I think, deterring people from investing in such assets. The price action, it does, but you need to look deeper. You need to do your research and understand what projects may provide. And I do believe this potentially is one, and down here, I feel like you don't want to buy these prices up here, guys. Okay, like when it first came into the market and it's up here, you don't really want to buy those prices, especially when the markets are quite negative. So you can see that, since its inception in August 2021, Bitcoin itself and the rest of the market has depreciated. So of course, this project has tagged along with it. But anyways, diving into some charting, which is what I'm here for. Okay, Chart Nerd TA. Like, listen to this, guys. Okay, so potentially what I think's happened is you've got this wave 1 here, and then you've got this wave 2, then you've got a wave 3, and you've got a wave 4. Okay, and now you're putting in this fifth wave to complete an Elliott wave theory. But where is this fifth wave? That's what we potentially have to dive into and look at. So this is on the weekly time frame. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that. This is on the weekly time frame. So potentially the lows, I feel like, are nearly here. If we invert the chart and switch it upside down, okay, you can see that, again, as I said, when you're looking at the charts, you don't want to, when you're looking at the charts and it's coming up like this looks like it's coming up parabolic. So surely at some point, it's going to come and run into resistance and then start rolling down, okay? And when that's rolling down, obviously, because the chart's inverted, the price is actually going up, in fact. So, it's good to look at charts invertedly and see how they're looking, because, you wouldn't be selling at these sort of prices. You'd want to buy down here. Not financial advice. So sorry, because I'm recording on my phone, it's right in front of my keyboard. So as I said, that 1 2 3 4 5 Elliott wave theory, where's the bottom? So if we go to the daily time frame here and have a look, okay, you can see that it's crashing right now. It is crashing, okay. But I'm going to get some EMAs on. I'm going to get the 20 and the 50 on quickly, 20 and the 55, and we're going to see what's going on. So you can see that back in where was this? Back in December 2021, Alchemy actually formed a death cross on the daily time frame. That's a negative, okay? That's a big negative. When they form, you end up losing the EMAs, hitting your head on these EMAs and capitulating, basically, which is what's happened here. So if we look, what I'm going to do is, I think Alchemy was holding, so Alchemy was holding this sort of resistance here. It was in this pattern here, sorry, which is a descending triangle, okay? So it came up, It came up into this triangle and then was ranging between waves, but you're getting lower highs and holding a level of support. Okay, so you're getting lower highs, which is depleting buying pressure, and you was holding this area, okay, for a long time, from August until where it got lost in January. So for a good few months, you know, you was toying within that range, okay, and it was looking for a break. And what eventually happened is you lost this support, okay, this trend line. You lost the support, you came down, you found a low, and then you ran into it as resistance. Okay, you ran into it as resistance and got rejected. So that's a negative. You've lost this pattern, come down and ran back into it, and then come back down from it. Okay, so but again, you know, fear is optimal opportunity in my eyes. In these markets, it is. It really is. Okay, and when you're losing these sort of lows and it's just cascading, it will eventually find a bottom somewhere, and you know, maybe if it goes sideways for a while and starts to then come up and, you know, reactivate. But guys, I just see this as a really good opportunity. And as I just mentioned, an amazing project, $10.2 billion in valuation, partnerships coming in left, right, and center. Mentioned by some of the biggest news. It's a good project in my eyes, okay? And it's one that I'm definitely keeping on my radar and I'll be updating more on. But as I said, because it's lost lost this support, ran into it as resistance, and is now coming back, potentially from this resistance here, you could have a pattern like this. You could have an A, a B, and this is your C, okay? An ABC wave, and that's where you find a low and start to form structure where you're going to start to come back up again. But where is this low? I think we are relatively near. I really do think we are close. One way that we can look at this and sort of try to get a, if I just zoom in a bit more here, a bit of an accurate picture, okay? So essentially, we're going to go from this high here, which is the rejection of basically where the close is here. This is the rejection we got off the trend line. So we go from that high to this low, okay? And we've currently lost, so we've lost the 1 fib, okay? And now we're coming down. We've lost the 1.272. I would like to see this hold, the 1.272. This today is, you know, if you get a close below this right here, and again, I need to zoom in, I'm sorry. If we get a close below the 1.272, I think the 1.414 or the 1.618 are minimal targets for this project to come to. Again, if we look at the weekly, it might be a bit of a clearer picture. Yeah, in my eyes, I think the 1.618. I do think the 1.618, because you can see here it's a candle close and it kind of ties up very closely to the 1.618 as well. And on the weekly, that is where I think support might be found. And that would potentially be, as I mentioned, wave 1. Sorry, let's go from here, for example. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, complete. And then you start to come up and form bullish structure again. You know, I don't believe this project is going to zero. You know, fear is optimal opportunity. And so from current price to where I think it might bounce between ranges, I'd say another 10% or to between 10 and 20%. Depreciation before it might happen, okay, because you can see it's getting really capitulating right now. You know, and I want to wait for it to sort of find a base and hold for a bit before I get back in, or get in, should I say, sorry. But yeah, so a price of 0.0203 at the 1.618 or the 0.0237 at the 1.414. But yeah, sorry for dragging this video on, guys. And I am just learning to kind of structure them, and I'm just going along with the flow. But I hope this was content that could potentially give you some sort of value. Just looking at the 4 hour before I go. Yeah, you can see it's just cascading. Look at this, okay? So look, you can see up here, okay, it was holding a little range. It was trying to break up again, but you couldn't. You formed a death cross and it rolled, okay? And that's where a death cross on the 4 hour occurred. And since then, you can see that the yellow 20 EMA has been the key resistance. You had a fake out, came back. Yellow, rejection, 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 until you start to form some structure and get above these EMAs and start to drag them back up again. You know, I would be careful. Again, not financial advice, but as I mentioned, a potential another 5 to 10%, maybe 15, 20% correction before it starts to pick itself up again. Okay, but again, not financial advice. As I said, those 1.618 and 1.414 targets are areas I will be putting some cheeky bets on. But yes, guys, I hope that was a educational video for you. And until next time, peace out from Chart Nerd TA.